SPERMIDINE, what it is, what it's for, benefits, dosage and side effects. Subscribe and comment. Integrative Medicine, Soledad del Prado. Spermidine is a natural polyamine present in all the cells of the body. It is not a vitamin nor a hormone. It is a molecule involved in basic cellular processes such as renewal, repair, and cell survival. It is called spermidine because it was first discovered in biological tissues, and today it is known to be related to a very important process, autophagy, which is like the internal cleaning system of the cell. In simple terms, it helps the cell get rid of what is old, damaged, or useless. Where do we get spermidine from? Spermidine can be obtained in two ways. First, from food. It is mainly found in plant-based foods such as wheat germ, soy, legumes, mushrooms, peas, vegetables, fruits, bread, and whole grains. It is also present in some animal-based foods like meat, milk, and eggs, although plant sources generally provide more. Second, in supplements or purified formulations, obtained through industrial processes or from concentrated plant extracts. In other words, natural spermidine from food is one thing, and spermidine in capsules or extracts is another. What is it for? Spermidine is mainly studied for its possible role in longevity and healthy aging, heart protection, brain support and memory, immune system modulation, cellular protection against oxidative damage, maintenance of normal function of tissues and organs. Its popularity comes from this. It seems to help cells function better and age more slowly. Main properties. Among its best-known properties are autophagy induction, indirect antioxidant effect, anti-inflammatory action, regulation of cell growth, stabilization of cellular structures, support for metabolism and mitochondrial function. In short, it does not miraculously cure anything, but it does participate in processes that influence cellular health. What studies exist in humans? Here we need to stay grounded. In humans, studies are still limited, but there are interesting findings. In small trials, spermidine has been shown to be well tolerated. In a 3-month study with 1.2 milligrams per day, no significant changes were observed in vital signs, lab tests, or general condition. A dose of 40 milligrams per day for 28 days in healthy men was also evaluated and described as safe in that short period. In addition, observational studies have linked higher dietary intake of spermidine with lower cardiovascular and overall mortality, but this does not prove direct causation. It only shows an association. Which organs may benefit? The most studied organs and systems are heart and blood vessels. It may have a protective effect on cardiovascular function and heart aging. Brain. It is being studied for its possible role in memory, neuroprotection, and brain aging. Liver. In experimental studies, it may help against liver fibrosis and damage. Kidneys. In available human studies, no clear signs of kidney damage were observed at studied doses. Immune system. It may modulate inflammation and immune response. Pancreas. Caution is needed here. In animal models of autoimmune diabetes, it was observed that it could worsen the incidence of type 1 diabetes. This does not mean it causes diabetes in humans, but it calls for caution in people with autoimmune conditions. What symptoms or conditions is it intended for? It is not used as an official treatment for a specific disease. It is mainly studied for age-related cellular fatigue, mild cognitive decline, premature aging, chronic inflammation, cardiovascular support, recovery and maintenance of cellular balance. In other words, more as biological support than as direct medicine. Dosage. Here we must be honest, there is no universal official dose. In human studies, the following have been used: 1.2 milligrams per day for 3 months, 40 milligrams per day for 28 days. Both doses were well tolerated in the cited trials, but that does not mean anyone should take them without supervision. The prudent approach is to start with dietary intake through spermidine-rich foods, and if supplements are used, to do so carefully and under professional guidance. Side effects and possible risks. In reviewed human studies, spermidine showed a good safety profile, but that does not mean it is harmless in every context. The main risks or precautions are possible digestive discomfort in some individuals, although not well documented, caution in people with high vascular risk, as one observational study linked high blood levels with increased stroke risk. Caution in people with autoimmune diseases, due to signals seen in animal models of type 1 diabetes. Caution in people with active cancer or suspected abnormal cell proliferation, since it is involved in cell growth and renewal. It is not wise to experiment with high doses. Which foods contain more spermidine? The most well-known are wheat germ, soy, and natto, lentils, chickpeas, and other legumes, mushrooms, broccoli, cauliflower, spinach, peas, bread, and whole grains, apple, banana, avocado, kiwi, orange, and strawberry, meat, milk, and eggs in smaller amounts. Conclusion: spermidine is a very interesting natural molecule because it is involved in autophagy, cellular repair, and healthy aging. It has potential, yes. But it is not magic, nor should it be marketed as the key to immortality. That would be too much, even for the best marketing. In humans, for now, the most sensible approach is to see it as a promising compound, especially when obtained through diet. Supplements exist, but the evidence is still developing. Remember, all chemical products have side effects. There is still not enough information about spermidine to give definitive positive conclusions.